Hey yo, what's going on everybody? It's Tylarious, aka it's Killington. Yeah, man. Alright, the Cluckin Bell Raid is out, and this video will serve as a quick start guide, a playthrough, a walkthrough, a run through, a couple of little tips and tricks here and there. But just kind of like, just getting you through the basics overall. Alright, so make sure you guys drop a like, make sure you're subscribed so you don't miss out any future content just like this. Now, you should know, or if you have not logged in for the first time yet, as soon as you log in, you step into free mode outside of interior. Vincent's going to give you a call, and he'll let you know, hey, we're good to go. This is going down. And he'll basically, or you get shown where to go. He wants you to meet him over at the Vespucci police station. It'll be marked by a yellow V on the map for Vincent, and that's where you'll check it out. Now, there's also 8 new awards from the Cluckin Bell Heist. You got the Slush Fund, which is complete that. Then you had the Best Laid Plans, complete all the set of missions for the Cluckin Bell Farm Raid as a leader. You got the Cluckin Bell Farm Raid, complete the raid as a leader, you get 250,000. Then complete the raid as a goon or a person helping out for 250,000. You got Sly Fox, complete the raid as a leader using the stealth approach. You've got Cockfight, which is complete the raid using the aggressive approach. And then you've got all the sides, steal all the weapons and gear in the playthrough of the concealed weapons, and then steal all the getaway vehicles in one playthrough and hit and run. That's Fly the Coop, all right? And yes, there is going to be career progress tied to this as well. You've got the contact missions where the actual Cluckin Bell Farm Raid will be. Tier 1, Tier 2, Tier 3, and Tier 4. Everything is broken down for you right there. The good thing about this is that you can do all of these on easy mode and it'll count, so you don't have to worry about. There's no stipulation that says you have to do this on hard, which is pretty cool. And you can definitely have some people help you out with some of this stuff as well. All right, so you guys make sure you take advantage of that. Now, once you go to Vespucci Beach, you'll come over here to the Corona Ring, hit the indicator to start up the actual mission pack. You have a cool little cutscene with Vincent. He'll be, talking to you, telling you what's going on. Again, you can set the difficulty however you want. For the setups, I would absolutely just put it on easy or normal or whatever. You're not getting paid that much anyways. Just kind of breeze through it, get knocked out. So here's the actual little interaction. It's pretty fun, pretty cool. It's a nice little cutscene. I'm not going to show every bit of it because I want you guys to enjoy it as well. That's important. We need to protect Vincent at all costs. Okay, people. Let me say that right now. All right. So first things first, we have to get some money to get this thing kicked off. So we're going to go hit up the money laundering business. We're basically going to catch a lick, right? We're robbing the robbers. That's pretty much what we're doing. So you've got 2 different locations. You've got Alpha and Bravo. Pick whichever one you want to go to first. You got to hit up both of them. Right now, that is one of the issues with this. There's a lot of you can't use your personal vehicles. There's a lot of driving around, and some of the awards require that you get all of the vehicles, the getaway vehicles, all of the gear and weapons. So that means you have to go all the way around the map. And there's also an elite challenge for the career progress where you have to complete this whole thing from start to finish in 45 minutes. Basically, all the setup missions and finale count. As soon as you start a setup mission, the timer kicks off, and then when you complete the actual setup mission, the timer will stop. So it's a cumulative kind of thing. Not in, obviously the timer's not kicking down or ticking off when you're in free mode. And there is an hour cooldown timer from finishing this finale until you can start the actual Cluckin Bell raid again. All right. Now it's worth noting that the leader is the one that gets paid the most, and these are all 100% solo. You can do this from start to finish, setups and finale all solo. The host will make 500 grand at the end, and the people, if you decide to be a goon or someone helping out, you'll make 50 grand for the setups. All right, so just keep that in mind. So as you see right here, we are stealing the cash out of the secondary location. Just get this knocked out, and then you take the cash back over to the FIB lockup area, which is kind of like the base of operations for Vincent. And just like in the video where I was reporting on this, this is the location. We are familiar with this. There's a contact mission that plenty of us have done before already. And this is where we'll drop off the some of the gear as well. All right, so next one up, and then it's just to note, there is 7 missions total, right? And you can't really go back and forth on these. There are 6 missions in total, 5 setups, and then the finale. But the finale does have 2 separate approaches, aggressive and stealth. All right, so the next mission, we've got breaking and entering. Basically with this, particular setup mission, we had to go steal a laptop from a hacker and then break into a terabyte and steal another hacking device. So head on down. You can pick whichever one you want. I chose the laptop hacker first. Vincent will send you a photo of the kid. It may be different for multiple times doing this, but it's a kid, and there's a arcade game in the back of the picture, so that led me to believe that this kid will be playing an arcade. And there he is playing the arcade, and you just gotta take the laptop. Now he will chase you, but it's no big deal. I just ran up there and stole the kid's laptop. Sorry, buddy. I mean, what are you doing walking around with your iFruit, laptop and just leaving it on the bench? This is Los Santos. You should know better. All right, let's go get into your whip and head on over to the other location. It'll be the terabyte. You'll see it on the map, and then when you get to the actual ring over here, it disappears, so you'll have an idea of where it's at. This is pretty cool though. This terabyte's got a drone security, which kind of caught me off guard. I just thought you had to shoot these, but they'll zap you. The first wave of the drones will zap you with the the stun guns or whatever, which is pretty funny. So you have to destroy these little guys, take them out, and they're pretty aggressive. So keep that in mind, okay? So knock those out, and then you'll have another wave, and they are shooting at you. Another wave, they're shooting at you. At the end, there'll be a kamikaze drone coming at you, and you have to take that guy out as well. It's pretty cool. This is actually one of my favorite little parts of the whole entire thing right here. That was pretty cool. All right, so we get that knocked out. Go ahead and get inside. Once we're inside the terabyte, nothing really crazy. Just we have to hack this particular, or we have to grab this little device right here, which we'll use later on in the finale. All right, so go ahead and grab the hacking device, and then we're gonna bounce up out of here. All right, dip on out. Looks kind of cool. It's kind of cool to see the terabyte. Kind of like in a different setup as in what we're used to. We're not done with this setup yet. We're gonna head over to the cartel compound, and over here, this is where we're gonna pick up and borrow the train. Okay, you got some cartel members over here. We're gonna take care of these guys, and we need to find the train key. So it's right here next to this body. We'll pick up the key. Just be careful. Keep an eye on your health and armor. You should be fine, though. We'll grab the key. And now we're going to go, yes, steal the train. Let me repeat that. Steal the train. Pretty cool. So head on over here, get inside the train, and just follow the prompts. The prompts will tell you what to do, how to drive, how to brake. You really don't have to let off of the accelerator. There's certain little checkpoints that when you get to, you have to unlock the actual little checkpoint. So it'll be signaled by this big red circle, and just follow your prompts in the top left corner of the screen to get through the actual signal so it doesn't stop the train. And then you'll blow up a couple of trucks, take out some bad guys. It's pretty cool. And now we're done with this setup. Third one is going to be concealed weapons, and on this one, yes, you can actually, if you're trying for the elite, just go grab whatever is closest to you or whatever you think is fastest. But there's also an award for you can actually get all of the gear. You can get all the guns and all the gear for all three locations, Alpha, Bravo, and Charlie. Basically, you've got the Marabunta gang, you've got the private, gang, and then you have the military gang, right, that are represented in Vincent will send you a little text giving you pictures of what their kind of inventory looks like. For some reason, the Marabunta, I went to that one first. I thought that would be a little bit easier and quicker, which it was, but the gear bugged out. Maybe I just didn't see it or something, but there's no gear up there. So I went on down to the private gang over here, boarded the yacht, and you'll see both the guns and the gear on the actual yacht itself. You get both of them. But again, for one of the awards, you have to collect all three sets from all the gangs and get that knocked out, which is pretty cool. I do like that. It's just something you'll probably do one time and be done with it because everyone's going to be trying to get the elite with this and get it knocked out. All right, so go ahead and got the weapons. Now I'm going to go ahead and grab the gear. The gear is basically your outfits. You have outfits that you can wear, and you can actually change. Well, I'm getting ahead of myself here. We'll talk about it a little bit later on, right? So take out the bad guys over here. Grab, this is the weapons, or this is the, this is the weapons right here. It'll give you an idea. It'll tell you. It'll give you a list of the weapons, what they are, right? So you'll kind of get this down to memory here pretty soon. All right. So I was checking out some of the other guys, what they had, the military and stuff like that. And again, you can bring a lot of this stuff over to the actual lockup, and you can use them later on in the finale, right? Let's go ahead and talk about it. Anyways, drop those off. And then what you want to do is, when you're ready to end this, you just text Vincent and you let him know which weapons and gear you want to go. So you can go with like the Marabunta weapons and the professionals gear or whatever. So you can kind of do it like that, which is pretty cool. I do like. I think that's kind of fun. You can like mix it up a little bit. You can go with the military gear and go with the Marabunta vehicles or whatever. So that's fun. I like that. All right, go ahead and go on back. Next mission up is hit and run. This is where we're getting the vehicles, right? It's the same exact concept as the gear and the weapons, right? And you can bring all of these back as well. You've got target A, B, and C, which represent the Marabunta gang, the professionals, and the military, right? So, and there is an award where you have to bring all these vehicles back in one playthrough. All right, so just pick whichever one you want to go with. Now, keep this in mind. This is kind of cool. Say you hit up the Marabunta gang for the weapons and the gear. If you decide to get the Marabunta vehicles, their resistance will be stronger because you just hit them up in the previous mission. So that's pretty cool. I do like how it kind of like ties it together. So it encourages you to kind of like mix it up a little bit. But all in all, it's not that difficult. There is a good amount of action though, so keep that in mind. Right, I'm gonna go ahead and grab the coil raiden over here. Take this vehicle, and it's kind of annoying. You have to kind of like move vehicles around and stuff like that. It's just what it is, right? A little bit of AGL. What's Rockstar without some AGL in there? A little AGL sprinkled in, right? Just add a little bit of seasoning, add a little bit of sodium, raise your blood pressure. You know, go ahead and take the vehicle to the garage location. You'll be getting chased by the bad guys, and if you hit up one spot, they'll be that same gang will be chasing you, not all around the map, but a little bit. Like the professional gang, they have a chopper that'll chase you around. It's kind of funny. When you get to the actual lockup, it'll tell you if you've crashed the vehicle, you have to go repair it, which is annoying. I wish it just told you, from the get-go. So go ahead and take it to the mod shop. It's just right across the street, and then take it back over to your hiding spot right here for the finale. All right, park it in there. And we're good to go. And again, you can have all three, all target vehicles in there, and that is for the award, right? And again, if once you're done, say you're doing other vehicles or whatever, you just send Vincent a text and let him know what vehicle you want to go with, and then it completes the mission. That's how you finalize the mission. All right. Next one up. This is the 5th setup, Disorganized Crime. Now, this is important, you guys. This setup would dictate whether or not you will be doing aggressive or stealth, okay? So keep this in mind. And as part of the career progress, part of your awards as well, on this particular setup, you need to be very cautious and do your best to not even be spotted, all right? Now, there is a caveat that may help out with completing the heist in stealth. We'll talk about that in just a moment. But first, what you're going to do is there's a couple of cartel vans that we have to hack. You can just take out the driver and the passengers. The van will just post up, and you just use your phone to hack the actual van. The first one you hack, a little bag of clothes will pop out. Go ahead and equip that jumpsuit outfit, and it will help you later on in this setup, all right? So definitely going to help you out. Go ahead and go to the next van that we have to hack, and just do the same exact thing. Mark out the driver, the passengers, the van will come to a standstill, and just use your phone's hacking device and hack the actual vehicle itself. Real simple, real easy. Now we're going to be able to enter the actual cartel garage. Head on over to the location, and this is where you need to be very cautious, okay? Be very careful. So as you come in, you can murk the guards out. Remember, and read what it tells you up here. Discreetly sabotage the Cluckin Bell delivery trucks to avoid suspicion. Destroying a truck will put the cartel on high alert for the raid. So you can blow the trucks up, and Vincent will tell you that. But you need, that's if you want to do aggressive, right? So navigate your way around. Just go up to the truck itself, and you just hit the prompt, whatever the prompt is for your platform, and you're sabotaging the truck. And yes, you can mark out these guards. The guards with the blue cone of vision, you can walk around with them, but just not too much. And there is a drill back here you have to pick up as well, okay? There'll be guards with a red cone of vision. They will spot you immediately. And again, you can murk these guys out if you feel the need to to sabotage the vehicle. Again, the guards with the blue cone of vision or the highlighted cone, they will only see you if you stay in their cone of vision for too long. All right, you also have to go over here to the office and you have to wipe the CCTV footage. So when you get in here, take out that guard and then go to the computer. And once you're on the computer, you can actually take the tape, the physical hard copy of the tape. That was a nice touch. I like that, definitely. Right, so you got the drill. We're sabotaging the trucks. You got to wipe the CCTV. There's a few different steps you have to navigate through to get this knocked out. And again, pay attention. Don't stay in the cone of vision too long. And don't let the guards with the red cone of vision, which we're familiar with, see you at all. Now you can rush them. Get a little melee action in there. This is where I messed up. I didn't take out the other guard, and there's a guard that's walking over here because you're hitting this drill. And look, I mean, the drill is making a lot of noise on the map. You know, it's just like bzzz, as it's blown up, right? So there's a guard that actually walks in, and then he was looking at me for a few moments, and it alerted him. And then so what you got to do is you have to take out the witness. Now, you've been spotted, so that part you failed, but you can take these witnesses out and possibly still save it, the stealth mode, for the actual heist itself, right? So keep that in mind. I went ahead and I was like, you know what, I'm just going to go ahead and knock out the aggressive. So I just kept on drilling to find the actual key card. So I got the key card, and I just wanted to go ahead and get the aggressive, you know, knocked out anyways. I'm a sucker for the aggressive approaches. I love it. A lot of good fun. Go ahead and take care of the rest of that, and then escape the cartel, and we're good to go. And now we're on the finale, scene of the crime. Okay, and again, remember, if you want the elite, all this has to be done within 45 minutes. All right. So I put it on hard mode just to make sure I got the max amount of money, and we're using the train to pull up with. And again, it's on aggressive, so we're going in guns blazing, right? Not even worrying about it. Again, the previous setup dictates whether or not you are doing aggressive or stealth. So I'm using the Marabunta loadout, which again, I'm going to show you here in just a minute. Go ahead and take out the lock right there. And there's a few different routes you can take here. What I did is I went to the far back, which you'll see here in just a moment. And when you're in the far back, you can take out the garage door lock. And in the back right here, and Vincent will be explaining this to you as well, whatever gear that you took on the previous setup, say you got all of them, you can come back here and you can swap out weapons and your clothing. The clothing does make a difference. As you see right here, you can swap over to the military armor. It'll give you more health or more armor, but it also will significantly reduce your stamina. So that's pretty cool. It's kind of like a little paper, rock, scissors, little pros and cons, right? I like that. Pretty cool. All right, so make your way to the Corona for the Cocoa storage and start to clean these guys out. All right, as you start to have a bad guy pulling up on me. So over here to the first Cocoa storage, you got whatever weapon loadout you want to choose, that you chose before or that you swapped to during the heist. And we're going to pile up and take out some of this Cocoa. And pay attention to your loot bag, the bar, the meter in the bottom right corner. Make sure you pay attention to that, get everything filled up. You see we're getting these bricks. Got to take care of the Cocoa. Then we're going to make our way to the next lockup, right? And in this particular lockup, there's some crates that we have to break into. You will dispatch of the enemy cartel members inside here. And there'll be a crowbar that's located in the back or somewhere in the particular, the actual lockup area. And you got to pick up that crowbar. You see in the radar, it's flashing gray. It's right here on top of this crate. Going to pick up the crowbar. You just go ahead and equip that automatically, and you start popping the Cluckin Bell crates. Now there should be two different Cocoa packs that we got to pick up. That's the first one right there. We got the second one over here, and once you get the second one, this should go ahead and take care of your loot bag. You should have everything good to go. And as you see, the bar disappears. Now we need to make our way to the office. When you get to the office door, it'll prompt you and tell you that you do not have the office key. So you have to go find the office keys, and they look like the same keys. They're similar to what the Cayo Perico keys look like, right? So head on back, and where I've seen the keys a couple of times is in the same spot. Just head back the way that you came. You may just be able to pick them up on the way in here. Not sure yet. We have to run these a few more times, but you might be able to pick them up on the way in. Make sure you pay attention to health and armor, because on the aggressive mode, the bad guys, they have infinite spawn. They'll just keep on, spawning in and marking you out. All right, so pay attention to that. You got to kind of stick and move. So as you're making your way around, again, just pay attention to where you're at. You don't want to get kind of like lost inside here, especially the first couple of times it can be a little confusing. You'll get the hang of it though. But as you see right here, again, the keys have been in the same spot that I've seen. It's just right over here. It could change up a little bit, right? I'm searching around trying to look on where the computers are and stuff like that. Go on through here, cut back the way you were coming in, and right here, coming around. Oh, see that guard just spawn in right there. So pay attention to that. You go through these doors right here, and directly to the left, right there. Those are the keys. I just kind of walked right by them. Bam, there they are. I've seen them there a couple of times. Pick up the keys, and they can get back into the office. Now, once you're in the office, you got to hack the office computer, and then you'll have to use the hacking device that we stole earlier from the terabytes, because now we have to get the code. Right, so it's real simple. The hacking device can be equipped via the weapon wheel. When equipped, hold L1. What I found out, though, is that when you have it out, it'll just start to meter up on you. You'll hear it. But you just need to go to these three computers. It's that computer I just went to, this computer right here, and nothing has changed so far, right? And then on the back side of the little chicken line right here, it's that third computer. And then you'll have them hacked, and it'll give you the code on the actual device. 43826 was my code. You go ahead and put that into the safe itself. Just follow the prompts on the top left of your screen, and then bam, open the safe, and we got the loot, and we're bouncing up out of here, right? Go ahead and take out the lockbox right there, and the bad guys. You got the cartel and the popo looking at you. Go ahead and dispatch of that chopper right there. And just me personally, I didn't do too much fighting. I just made a run for it, right? Just paid attention to my health and armor, and just made a run for it back over to the getaway vehicle. If you remember, we got the coil rating for the getaway vehicle. It's got some great acceleration. I'm a little suspect of that glass roof, though. But once you get in the vehicle, just hover over your snacks and armor in the interaction menu, and just head towards the yellow check marker to the finale, to the end, right? And you'll start getting a prompt to lose the cops, and just pull off somewhere. You'll lose the wanted level. And then you just head on back to the FIB lockup, to the Vincent's lockup that he has over here. And then that's it, man. We're done. It'll take a little extra time to get through this. Your first, maybe second time, to get all the awards and the career progress knocked out. But honestly, you should be able to hit that elite challenge pretty regularly. You should be able to. Right? We'll stick to it. We'll find the meta here eventually and get that knocked out. With the hour cooldown timer, about a 45 minutes to get it done. It's not as good as, your Cayo Perico or your casino heist, right? But it's still good, 500 grand for, an hour and 45 minutes. That's not too bad. It's not terrible, right? So, of course, you get your first time bonus for completing it as a leader, which is 250,000. And don't forget, the cars that you take back, if you on that particular setup mission, they'll scrap the cars that you don't use for some extra cash, which is pretty cool too. So keep that in mind as well. Get a little extra from that. And then once you finish the raid, you'll also unlock the trade price for the police interceptors. That's pretty cool. Definitely take advantage of that as well. And there you got it, man. Not bad. Pretty fun. I have to give credit where credit's due. It's a good mission pack. It's not a heist. It's not, as efficient money-wise as the Cayo Perico heist or the casino heist. To be fair, you could actually make more money and be more efficient with the auto shop contracts, but it's still it's fresh new content. It's a different spin on the mission packs, and this is good for beginning players. There's really no setup fees. There's nothing going on with that, which is really nice. And as a solo beginning player, you can make a lot of money with this. You really can. This will be a great way to jumpstart your criminal enterprise. I just wish we had something like this, 6, 7, 8 years ago. Would have been much better appreciated, especially for the beginning players, right? So there you guys have it. Let me know what you think in the comments down below. How are you liking the payout? How do you like the replayability? I give it a solid 7.5 out of 10. What do you guys rate it 1 out of 10? What do you guys think? All right, let me know in the comments. Thank you so much for watching. Make sure you're subscribed to my channel for the Ills Reels content in the game. Smash that like button. And we'll see you guys in the next one. All right, peace out. Yeah.